So, different video here. Now, there's been a lot of people, never mind that, that have been saying, oh, it's in the adult timeline. And while I don't agree fully, I do know exactly where it could be if it is in the adult timeline. Not saying that it is, but I know where it could be if it is. And it's much different from most other people's opinion on the matter. Now, some people say that it can't be after Wind Waker because basically the entire world is flooded and Hyrule down the bottom is completely, utterly destroyed. You'll get that reference. And just gone. Not coming back, can't have any Hyrule down there anymore. Done. Some people say it's before Wind Waker. Also can't happen because the hero never showed up, which is why the world was flooded. Therefore, can't be before Hyrule. I do place it, however, after Wind Waker. So, it might also explain the use of technology in the game as well, the whole Sheikah plate, and you know, I might have actually figured something out to do with the Sheikah as well, but we'll get to that later. Now, everyone knows that I think it's here, okay, in the Civil War timeline, and some people have not seen it. Explains the destruction in the world already. Now, before we do this, we know that in Skyward Sword, Demise casts a curse, basically making Ganondorf the evil that will be in pretty much the majority of the games, and he's always resurrected. I actually have this theory that the one male born to the Gerudo every 100 years is the result of that curse. So it could be Ganondorf that's born every 100 years again and again and again. So that might actually give you the whole a separation between the timelines and the eras. It's 100 years between each one. Now, moving on from that, we'll move up here. Now, let's bring up the timeline for Wind Waker. Now, as you can see here, Hero of the Wind's New World, blah blah blah, Ganondorf is resurrected. Hero doesn't show up, so Hyrule is sealed completely, not destroyed at the moment, just sealed, preserved in time, absolutely pristine, and then flooded. So, we get the Wind Waker game. La-di-da-di-da, go through that. King Daphnis Hyrule touches Triforce, asks for Hyrule to be completely washed away, never to come back again. Phantom Hourglass happens, and then oh look, a new continent is discovered right there. So, if a new continent is discovered, that might lead to where this new Hyrule, as you can see just below it, there, is. So this new Zelda game may actually be happening in a Hyrule we've never seen before, unless you count Spirit Tracks as being on that Hyrule as well. So, now this new Hyrule, when they got there and founded this new Hyrule on this new continent that was newly discovered, things could be more advanced there than they were on the original Hyrule down below. So, for all we know, this new Hyrule, while it was being built up, as we can see the Temple of Time and the castle are quite far away from each other, and that might be for a reason, but as we can see, Hyrule Castle, the Temple of Time is still being either built up and it keeps getting destroyed as it's being built up, or it is fully destroyed in the first place, which goes back to the Civil War timeline. But let's say for this one that while they're trying to build things up, the Guardians that were there, because we've never seen Guardians before, maybe they're native to this new continent, maybe they're the ones that are trying to force Link and his companions, or the people, out. And these new villages that we've not seen yet, because they are confirmed to be villages, they people are, some of them are nice and hospitable towards Link and some other people, and maybe not. But we know that Link is woken up or resurrected because it's a resurrection chamber he wakes up in. So he's been resurrected 100 years in the future because that was something that was leaked. So, no, not leaked, but it was said on the stream. So maybe Link's woken up in this 100 years when the people who discovered the new continent and started to build the new Hyrule, maybe they weren't getting on so well and things just collapsed, basically. Now, this new continent, as I've said, could hold the key to why there's technology there. It could be more advanced than the original Hyrule, but because it's a Sheikah plate that you get there, it may also be the original home of the Sheikah. Now, we know that Impa originally came from Kakariko Village and the whole Sheikah thing there, but there might be different beginnings to the entire Sheikah thing. We don't really know. That's just something I'm throwing out there. I'm not 100% sure on that. But this could explain why there's technology. It could explain why there's Koroks, I suppose. And yeah, this is just my theory on the whole matter. But if it is going to happen in the adult era of the timeline, that's where it's going to happen. Not in the bottom, in the flooded Hyrule, because that's gone, completely and utterly destroyed, gone, never coming back. So with the new continent discovered and a new Hyrule Kingdom is founded, that's where Breath of the Wild will take place if it's in the adult era. But again, just my opinion, and some people can't take opinions recently. But there you go, that's where it'll happen if it's happening in the adult timeline. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you have a nice day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye now.